What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a rule and errata update for the Digimon TCG. We're going through our second half of 2.5. We're doing the Q&A for BT20. We did the Q&A for the second half of BT19, but BT20 is the more fuller section of the set. There's more cards. We only got half of BT19 in the set, so this is going to be the one that has a lot more cards to go through. We're going to go through as fast as we can. We're going to cherry pick and not do all the cards, but we're going to go through a good selection of the cards. And hey, if you want to check this out, you just got to go to the Digimon TCG website, and it's always there for you to look up whenever you'd like. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel or hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Well, let's get into it here. We're starting with BT20 Digimon. He has the X card text, which basically refers to a certain thing. Rule, DNA, Digivolution requirement, Digicross requirement, Burst, Digivolve. For example, a card with Nightmon as text would include cards with the name Dark Nightmon and cards with the text Nightmon in their effects. So that one's kind of always done. What kind of cards will allow this card's inherited effect to activate when it's in Digivolution cards? Cards with Dracomon in its text, or cards with Examon in its text. Okay. You got BBmon, he's got the same X thing right there. Demi-Meramon, this card's inherited effect and BT20 063 Ghostmon's inherited effect trigger simultaneously when BT20 068 Bakumon with this card and the Ghostmon in its Digivolution cards was deleted. At such times, can I activate this card's effect first and Bakumon is returned from the trash to the hand? Can I then use Ghostmon's inherited effect? No, you can't activate it. When a Digimon is deleted and an on-deletion effect on a Digivolution card is triggered, it will only be pending activation for the Digimon card with that Digivolution card. If the card with an effect that is pending activation leaves the area before the effect activates, the effect can no longer be activated. In such cases, Bakumon is deleted and an on-deletion effect on a Digivolution card is triggered, and the effect will only be pending activation for Bakumon if the deleted Bakumon leaves the trash. The inherited on-deletion effect that was pending activation can no longer be activated. Yeah. And then this card's inherited effect, BT20, okay, triggers simultaneously. Sometimes can I activate this card's effect first? And the Ghostmon is returned from the trash to the hand, then can I activate Ghostmon's inherited effect? Yes, you can. When a Digimon card is deleted on deletion effect, Digivolution card triggered, it will only be pending for the Digimon card with that Digivolution card. You can activate the BT20 Ghostmon inherited effect even if this card's Ghostmon is returned to the hand. So you can do it that way. My thing is, wouldn't you just be able to activate the gain memory first on deletion, choose to activate the on deletion, gain memory first, then activate to add the Bakumon back to hand? But maybe I'm mistaken, but I would assume that you could do, I won't, maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume that you could just activate the gain memory first, then add the Bakumon back to hand. But maybe I'm wrong. Dracomon, what cards to be trashed will fulfill the condition for this card to start your main effect? A card with Dracomon in its text or Examon in its text. We already did the X thing, so we're just going to move right on past it. Ryudamon, does this card's your turn effect trigger when this card in the breeding area would digivolve into Ginryumon or Digimon's Chronicle trait? No, it doesn't trigger. Only effects with the breeding icon trigger and activate in the breeding area. 2 copies of this card are in the battle area. For Baohakmon, can I activate the main effect on both copies of this card and play one card with Sistermon or Gankumon in its name with a play cost reduced by 4? No, you can't. You can't activate multiple main effects at the same time. If I use this card's main effect to play BT20 Gankumon, can I activate BT20 Gankumon's first effect to reduce the play cost by a total of 6? Yes, the play cost will be reduced by 6. If I activate this card's main effect while a Digimon card such as well, activate this card's main effect while a Digimon such as BT20 Solarmon with players can't reduce play cost effects is in the battle area. Can I play one card with Sister Mon Galamon's name? You can activate the effect and play such card, but the play cost won't be reduced. If I activate this card's main effect, while a Digimon such as Palmamon with players can't play Digimon effects is in the battle area, can I play one card with Sister Mon Ganku's name? You can activate the effect, but you can't use it to play such a card. Players can't play Digimon by effects. BT20 Pyldramon. Can I use this card's on play when Digivolving effect to give piercing and plus 4,000 DP to one of my Digimon, but then choose not to attack? Yes, you can. This one probably is a May attack. Can I use BT16 Dino B when Digivolving effect to play this card, give it rush, and attack a player? Can I then use this card's on play when Digivolving effect to attack with this card? No, you can't. A new attack declaration can't be made during the attack. So yeah, you can only attack with one. That's pretty simple. In this case, Digimon is already attacking using its when Digivolving effect. This card's on play when Digivolving effect can be activated before the counter timing, but you can't declare another attack during attack, so you won't be able to attack using this effect even if you activate it. If I use this card's all turns effect to DNA Digivolve 2 Digimon, including one that would leave the battle area, does the DNA Digivolve Digimon leave the battle area? No, it doesn't leave the battle area. DNA Digillusion results in Digillusion into a new Digimon that is considered a different Digimon than the one that would leave the battle area. If I use this card's on play when Digivolving effect to Digivolve a Digimon in the breeding area, does the Digimon's when Digivolving effect trigger? No, it doesn't trigger. Because it's a breeding area. What order do security effects when blank performs a security check effect and when a card is removed from the security stack effect activate when they trigger simultaneously upon a security check? Security effects take precedence for activation. Upon a security check, a security effect will immediately activate without pending activation. For other triggered effects, the turn player activates their effects first. Chessmon X Antibody. Can I use this card's when Digivolving effect to give isn't affected by your opponent's effects to one of my Digimon and use another Digimon to attack? Yes, you can. What does isn't affected by effects mean exactly? The effect prevents Digimon from being affected by effects. For example, your Digimon won't be suspend if chosen for a suspend one of your opponent's Digimon effect, and its DP won't be reduced if it's chosen for one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 3,000 DP effects. Can a card that has isn't affected by effect be chosen for an effect? Yes, it can be chosen. Can a card that isn't affected by effects be given an effect? Yes, it can. However, it won't be affected by it. If cards affected by an effect then later gains isn't affected by an effect, what happens to the effect that was affecting it? I love the wordplay. As soon as it gains isn't affected by effect, it will no longer be affected. Oh gosh, it just keeps going. If a card that isn't affected by effect gains an effect and then later loses the isn't affected by effects, what happens to the effect that it gained? It will be affected by the effect as soon as it can be affected by effects. Peter Piper picked up peppers. I can't even do it. A card that has the isn't affected by effect was given an effect that triggers at timing such as when attacking. Will the effect trigger if that card later meets the trigger conditions? No, it doesn't trigger. If an effect was given to a Digimon that isn't affected by effects, it won't trigger. BT20 fighter mode. What order do security affect? Same thing. So Chessmon GX Ace. If I use Blast Digiball on the DNA on this card during counter timing, can I Digivolve it using its DNA requirements? No, you can't. Multiple effects trigger when this card attacks. In what order do they activate? The effects trigger simultaneously, so the player can choose the order. Cordramon. What cards trigger in this card's your turn effect when they're played? Any of your green Digimon with Dracomon in their text, or any cards with green Digimon. Or any of your green Digimon with Xmon in their text. The X, we know what the X says. Can I blast DNA Digivolve BT20 Xamon Ace to do this card from hand while it's treated as Slayerjamon using its alternate effects? No, you can't. This alternate effect only activates while this card is in the battle area. It isn't treated as Slayerjamon in the hand. That same thing. What cards can be unsuspended by this card's alternate effect when your Digimon with Dracomon as text or Xamon as text? X refer to, we know what the X refers to. What cards will trigger this card's inherited effect when they would leave the battle area? Dracomon or Xamon as text. If I activate this card's inherited effect when multiples of my Digimon with Dracomon or Xamon in text would leave the battle area, other than in battle at the same time, are all those Digimon prevented from leaving? Yes, all those Digimon are prevented from leaving. This card's inherited effect activates all Digimon without having to choose them. Okay. Gigaseedramon can use this card's when Digivolving effect, when attacking effect, to play a level 5 or lower Digimon card from the Digivolution cards of this Digimon, even when it doesn't have Metal Seedramon or X antibody its Digital cards. No, you can't. Does this card's all turns effect trigger when this card itself is played from Digivolution cards? Yes, it triggers. We're just gonna speed past this. Some of this stuff here. Let's see what we want to look at now. Cordramon, the other Cordramon, same thing. Same thing with Grounddramon. It's gonna be the same stuff. What do we got? There's gonna be some good stuff in here. Xmon Ace. Does this card's all turns effect trigger when either my Digimon or my opponent's Digimon suspends? Yes, it triggers. SBmon. Does this card's your turn effect trigger when this card is in the breeding area and would Digivolve into a Digimon card with Cyborg or Machine Trait? No, it doesn't. Only effects with the breeding icon activate in the breeding area. We know this. Invisimon. Only the top card of my opponent's security card is face up. If this card's when Digivolving effect activates, what security card is flipped face up? The second card from the top of their security stack is flipped to face up. What happens to cards placed face up in the security stack by effects? They become face up security cards and remain revealed. Other than the rules that specify face up security cards, the rules apply in the same manner as standard security cards. What happens upon a security check? Same thing. It'll check the same way. It triggers. It just, other than the rules that specify face up security cards, which are just literally the card's effect. It's face up security effect. Shuffling, same thing. We've already talked about this. If face up security cards are shuffled, they go face down. Their security effect activates. It's all the same stuff. Alphamon, when this card's on play, when Digivolving effect, Digivolve a Digimon in the breeding area. Does that Digimon? Nope, doesn't trigger. We know that. We know the security effects, how it's performed. A lot of this stuff is the same across the board. Across the board here. Digimon's DP becomes 0 from this card's on play. When Digivolving effect at such times is that Digimon deleted before the rest of the effect processing is resolved? Nope, you wait until you process the whole effect and then you kill things at 0. BT20 Dino B, if this card's all turns effect to DNA Digivolve using 2 Digimon included one that would leave the battle area. Does the DNA Digivolve Digimon leave the battle area? No, it doesn't. We looked at this one. When this effect activates first, when Digivolving effect on your opponent's Digimon that Digivolved, or this card's alternates effect. They trigger simultaneously, so the turn player activates their effect first. When does this card's alternates effect trigger exactly? It will trigger when a Digimon digivolves by an effect, such as the effect of offense training, Agunimon, Deputymon. Yeah, that stuff doesn't count. Necromon. Multiple effects trigger when this card is played. In what order they activate, you choose. You're the player. After this Digimon's when Digivolving effect activates, can I choose not to attack with my Digimon for this card's alternates effect? Yes, you can. Death Xmon. What is a breeding effect? A breeding effect can be triggered, activated while this card is in the breeding area. Such effects can be triggered or activated, can't be triggered or activated in areas other than the breeding area. I have a Digimon with this card and its Digivolution cards in my breeding area. Can use this card's inherited effect to suspend that Digimon and play this card itself from its Digivolution cards? Yes, you can. What is a trash effect? Sistermon CL. A trash effect can be triggered, activated while this card is in the trash. Effects can't be triggered or activated in areas other than the trash. When I play Sistermon CL, in what order can I activate that Digimon's on-play effect and this card's trash alternates effect? They simultaneously, so you choose. When I play Sistermon CL, can I activate this card's trash alternates effect first, Digivolve that Digimon into this card, then activate on-play effect on the played Sistermon CL? No, you can't. Yeah. Activate this card's trash alternates effect first, Digivolve that Digimon into this card. Yeah, no. You miss your timing if you do that. Let's see what else we got. Yuki. I have 2 copies of this card in the battle area. At the end of my turn, use the end of turn effect on the first copy to attack. Can I? No, you can't do a second attack and an attack. It's got to be like a separate effect activation. Emperor Dragon of Calamity. Same thing. Security effect. Yeah, there's a lot of that security effect stuff. Unleash the Dragon Gene. What cards can be played using this card's main effect? 1 card with the Dracom on its text and 1 card with Exum on its text. Same thing. It's that's all the same thing. Trash effect. Same Black Sabbath. We know what a trash effect is. I love how there's an update for Miraculous Mega Knight just stuck in there in between 2 BT20 cards. If I use this card's delay to DNA Digivolve using 2 Digimon including one that would leave the battle area, does this DNA Digivolution leave the battle area? No, it doesn't. Same kind of thing as the Dino Beamon and the Paildramon effect. Can I use this card's main effect to return Digimon cards from the opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck until the total of their levels is 8 or less? No, you can't. By doing X condition, X condition can't be met if only some of the required actions are performed. In this case, this card's main effect, you must return Digimon cards to the bottom of your deck until the total value is the specified level. If I use this card's main effect to return a level 3 and a level 6 Digimon card from my opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck, what level of Digimon cards can I play from the trash? You can play level 3 and level 6 cards, 1 of each with the same level that is returned can be played. If I use this card's main effect, To return 3 level 3 Digimon cards to bottom of my deck. Can I play 3 level 3 Digimon cards? Yes, you can. Yep. Zephygamon Ace, Omni Ace. Does this card's all turns effect trigger when either my Digimon or my opponent's Digimon suspend? Yes, it triggers. Can I use this card's on play when Digivolving effect to suspend either my Digimon or opponent's? Yes, you can suspend either player's Digimon. Omni's got some abilities. Can I use this card's end of your turn effect to give rush to one of my Digimon, but then choose not to use that Digimon to attack without suspending? No, you can't. You must use the Digimon's that was given rush to attack without suspending if possible. Can I use this card's end of your turn effect to attack even with a suspended Digimon? Yes, it can be used to attack even with a suspended Digimon. Because you're attacking without suspending, you're going around the condition of suspending. So a suspending Digimon, same thing kind of like with Waltz, Fable Waltz with what's it called? I can't remember the condition right now, but the because there's Vortex and then Fable Waltz has the other one. I can't remember the keyword right now off of hand. Overclock. Yeah, I can do this. I play this game. Can I use this card's? I have 2 copies of this card in the battle area at the end of my turn. Yeah, same thing. You can't attack twice. You can give 2 guys rush, but you can only attack with 1 because they both activate at the same time simultaneously. EX8 Polarmon got an update. Whatever. Or no, sorry, that's just the getting in. I don't know, maybe that is an update. Because then the Guillemon comes in, so they actually did update some cards in there at the end here. They updated Medieval Gallantmon, looks like, Marine Angemon, and Polar Bearmon. A card that was given can't activate when Digivolving effects digivolved into a card that has when Digivolving when attacking once per turn. Does that count as an instance of this effect's X per turn, even if that effect can't be activated upon timing when that? No, it doesn't count. The effect can't activate upon when Digivolving timing, therefore it doesn't count as an instance of that effect's X per turn. Same thing. With this card's Medieval Gallantmon, with this card's first effect, the when Digivolving effect, the Digimon I choose to suspend can be either mine or my opponent's. Yes, both. I am able to suspend only 1 Digimon and use this card's first conditional effect. No, you cannot. When the effect conditions use by doing X, you may do Y. You must fulfill the conditions completely to use this effect. In this case, the design number of Digimon must be suspended to use the first conditional effect. Does this card's all turns effect trigger the turn this card is played? Yes, it triggers. Do Digimon played by both me and my opponent trigger this card's all turns? Yes, it does. So that's the update to those cards. And we're going to look at one more thing before we go. We will look at the rule Q&A because we got the execute rule update, which is all we got right here, which is the rule Q&A for execute. What does execute do? Execute allows my Digimon with this keyword effect to attack at the end of your turn. At the end of the attack, this Digimon is deleted. This effect also allows for attacking an unsuspended Digimon. Does a Digimon with execute have to attack at the end of my turn? No, you can choose whether or not this effect activates at the end of your turn. If you activate, the attack occurs. I use execute effect to attack, then another effect triggers at the end of the attack. In what order do I process the deletion from the execute and trigger? Do I process the deletion from execute and the triggered effect? The player can choose the processing order. What order? Yeah. So you choose. Okay. So you get to activate your end of attack abilities before you would delete your guy. So it's good. I still can't remember if you can attack with execute on a turn that you've been summoned, or if you need rush to do that. Not 100% sure, but yeah. If you guys know that ruling, let me know. I remember thinking it when I watched the comic, she just attacked, but maybe I was mistaken. But that is our Q&A for BT20. Hope you guys enjoyed. We went through as much cards as we could, but it takes a while to read all that stuff, so we try to make it as short as possible. And looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.